All right, we have a video of all one set from each day of my easy strength. So we're gonna go through and just kind of look at my squats, talk about my form technique, see how it changes day to day, and ultimately over the course of the whole 40 workouts. All right, day one, barefoot.
Oh, man. Did you have any expectations going into this? Like, thinking back, did it feel way longer than 40 workouts?
Yeah, it definitely did. And then I did the first 10 to 14 workouts barefoot, with the idea that I just wanted to expose myself a little bit more. And then eventually that was kind of limiting the weight I would use. So this is actually day 4. I missed day 3. That was the only one that I didn't film. And now after doing it for 4 days, I think these squats look a little bit different. It's not helping that every single one is from a different angle. But I'm kind of okay, these look pretty good. Whereas on the first day, I was like, oh, looks like I haven't squatted in 6 or 7 or 8 months, which it was the case. I think this is one of the worst videos. I just think these look terrible.
What are those shorts?
There's not enough fabric on them. Yeah, pretty good, but I remember doing this day feeling tight and crunchy. It's only 135, so this is the first time that I believe this is a set of 10 at 135. So a little different. And what's this? This is 185, 95, 05. This is 215. So made it a little bit of a weight jump this week.
Where was your favorite place to squat?
I don't know. I kind of like squatting at my house because I have, I did a lot of sets at 255 and a 45, 35, and a 25. It was kind of a nice setup. It's the one time a 35-pound plate has been useful. So this is probably the start of the second week. So this is maybe workout 8. I think they're looking different already.
Mm-hmm.
My bottom position looks different. I think on the first week I was leaning a lot more. And I had to warm up a lot more too. So those first couple of weeks, squats did not feel good unless I mobilized my hips and kind of spent some time getting everything going. Whereas towards the end I could just jump right into it.
Is your goal to get away from a more hip dominant hingy squat, or is it just you want to have access to both upright chest?
Yeah, I want to be able to do I think just the way not to play the my long femur card, but I just don't think I can squat totally upright, especially a back squat. My ankle range of motion is pretty good, but it's not all the way there that I can be totally upright. So yeah, so I want to squat upright when I do these. I want to squat like a weightlifter, just because I think it's a nice athletic transferable way to squat, and I want to clean and snatch some things too. So I think that makes sense. But when it gets heavier, on that one, I think I'm always gonna have that little bit of a lean, and the reason for it is that's where I feel that midfoot pressure and I can just drive really hard. And so I even know when I'm getting stuck on a squat sometimes, if I let my torso fall forward, I'll get out of it because I can push up a lot stronger.
Okay. So would you consider that, for yourself in this case, would you consider that a fault? That hips up a little bit quicker, or is that
I think it's
result of body mechanics and limb length and all that stuff?
It's a fault sometimes. Here I don't think I'm doing it. I think I'm
yeah.
And maybe on the last 2 reps it happened a little bit, but I don't see that happening there, and I'm trying really hard not to.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a fault at heavier weights. And so, that was maybe part of the whole easy strength thing, was accumulate a lot of time at these lesser weights to have better technique, better position when I load the bar up and I can squat in that more weightlifter style.
Yeah.
See, and then on some of them, like what really started at, like I expected there to be a lot of leg fatigue accumulation, but like look at how crooked the bar is. And that was starting to happen, and it shows more. I thought it was going to happen less and less over the course of the time, but it happened more and more because my right shoulder got stiffer and stiffer and stiffer as I went along. I remembered this workout, I was like, I think I even wrote down in my like training journal that this was like attack mode day because I was feeling slow. Like I had been so focused on good controlled reps that I wasn't getting that like pop. Mm-hmm. And then so I remembered that day trying to do them fast. And it's funny, my left shoulder feels a lot tighter than my right shoulder, but like when I test the range of motion, my right shoulder is pretty fucked. And something that I've noticed, like some people can mitigate that tight shoulder stuff by putting their arms a lot wider on the bar. But so this is 315. This was like a 5-3-2 day. I think if this is a set of 2. Like you can see my arms are really tight because I need that upper back tension. So when I put my arms way out wide, I feel a lot weaker.
Mm-hmm. Do you wear Ollie shoes at all in this? Or are we going to see any days now?
No, and that's just because anytime I just don't do it enough. So anytime I back squat with them, my knees are like...
Well, yeah, because you can probably stay like...
Yeah, it just gives me that. And so my knees haven't like really been exposed to that. I'm toying around with going forward just squatting in my Olympic lifting shoes because I really want to try to clean and snatch some weights.
And then how long has it now been since the last workout?
A week, 7 days.
Are you noticing any difference in your shoulder, your right shoulder?
Yeah, the less I use it, the better it feels. And actually, what's really interesting, I wanted to talk to you about this separately, is that the thing that has made it feel the best is that I push pressed on Sunday and Monday.
With a bar?
With a bar. And it felt like it like cleaned it up immediately.
You think it was the barbell?
Yeah, just something about... So it's something about I haven't been able to like eccentrically lower anything.
Right.
But with the push press, where I was kind of letting it fall, but focusing on tension, it did something to my shoulder that made it feel way better than it has in a long time. The other thing I did, I've been digging in on the back a lot, and I started getting in on the front of my pec, and that released a lot of shit too.
What originally kind of bummed your shoulder out?
Trying to strict press the 106 kettlebell.
Yeah, that probably hurt my shoulder too.
Well, it was that, but I really think it's this. Because you can see there, I widen my hands.
Yeah.
And this is an easy set. This is 205 for 10. Those are 35-pound plates, getting a little bit more use.
More garage videos than I expected.
This was probably a pretty even split.
Think so?
Yeah.
It's for your New Hampshire video.
Yeah, like I think I probably squatted at the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at home. I didn't do a lot of squat workouts on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday at home usually.
Are we past where you said you were feeling really beat up?
I think we're right in the thick of it now. So this is a set of 5 at 275, and it was like after doing 275 for like 7 or 8 workouts that wore me out. So another 275. So we're getting there now. Right, and you can see what I'm doing. It's like doesn't look too heavy. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good. And like I said, I never had that like accumulation of fatigue in my legs that I really thought would be like the indicator of changing my weights. But it just never happened. And what happened more so was that it's like just systematic fatigue building. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, great workout. Friday, mediocre workout. Saturday, dead.
What is this? This looks
That's 325.
That is not.
This is 130. So after the 325, I took 3 or 4 days off from squatting, and this is a set of 10 at 135.
325 is your heaviest bar during this?
Yep. Yeah, so they say you can once a week do a workout where instead of doing 2 sets of 5, you do a set of 5, a set of 3, a set of 2. And like Robert and Jeff have done that every week, but I felt like it was just too heavy for me. And so I only did that workout twice through the whole thing.
Okay.
I did it 3 times the whole thing. I did a 255, a 285, and a 305. I did like a 275, 305, 315, and then I did like 300, 315, 325 or something.
That's a really cool angle. I like that video. So, did you do any 6x1 days?
No.
No, so it was all 2x5.
Yeah, basically
Minus
2x5. Yeah, so like on the Easy Strength program too, they have a day where you do 6x1 singles, and I just never felt like they were gonna be easy, so they were gonna benefit me.
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah, see how, look at my shoulder here. Like this clip did not make it on the Instagram because it's so bad.
A little guest recording here.
And see, I think I'm knowing that you were gonna walk behind me. My left arm is out wider to compensate for my lack of shoulder mobility on my left side.
Yeah, now you're a little bit wider here too. I didn't really notice this as it was just being posted.
Right, like this, like once again, the angle's different, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But like this day, I don't think I'm as twisted up with the barbell. And so for me, that was like a real indicator of how fresh am I feeling. This was a good day. I felt really good this day.
These are so smooth.
This is the day we left for the seminar, and I did a bunch of power cleans before.
Yeah,
And like I
those
felt
are,
it.
Those are like
It felt-
effortless.
Yeah, it felt a lot better. This was the Friday of the week after the seminar, when I told you I was going to work out, and you came back into your bench workout, and I just did 1 set of 10. Or no, that's actually 1 on 135. So that's no, I'm mixing this up.
It's got to be around there. So then maybe that was midweek.
Yeah,
Or this is like the week after the seminar.
that looks. That's a 255. So a little bit heavier, feeling pretty good. That bar doesn't look crooked. Good depth. Ooh, threw a pause in too. This was one of my favorite sets from the whole time. This was another day that stuff was like really clicking for me. Another day that I did power cleans too, actually. But like I just think the bar position on my back looks so much better. And that those shoes have a 4 mil lift, so like a pretty subtle one, but it makes a huge difference for me. This is the 1x10 at 135. This is like the worst set of squats through the whole thing. Like, look how stiff my back looks. I have to lean a lot more. I feel like my head's dropping down to the floor. Elbows are flaring out. This set sucked. This was a bad one.
Did you end up?
I think this is the last day.
Did you end up having to do a lot more mobility throughout this?
No.
No.
Like the first 2 weeks, I did a lot of prep work to get ready to squat. And then I did a lot of like kettlebell circuits to warm up. But after that, I was just like, my body very much adapted to the squatting. So this is actually the last day. This is a week ago from today. And I like everything about these.
Yeah.
0 drop shoes, no lift, elbows are tight, spine's not doing anything weird. Boom, that's it. It's 40 sets of squats.